welcome to another video in the MallincamSky series. Today we're actually going to be talking about video recording in more detail. So as usual, make sure your camera's plugged in, find your MallincamSky icon on your desktop, start your program, and as you can see I'm using the SkyRaider DS432C Tech and I've got it plugged into a USB 2 cable. So activate your camera by clicking on this, and when the camera is activated you'll see that I'm actually shooting a daytime image on the screen. Now you may notice at the bottom, most people don't normally see this, but this is something that MallincamSky can do. It has the ability to record in the image and in the videos the actual date and time, and you'll notice these blue numbers which are hanging around 970 and stuff like that. That tells you what it believes the focus is. The higher the numbers, the better it believes you are in focus. So most of us probably won't want that, because with our video we'll probably save it in a folder, and I'll show you how to do that. That has the date somehow incorporated, so we don't need that. But I just wanted to leave this thing on just to show you that that is an option that you have. So where to activate these or deactivate these, and this is in the options, and this is where we're going to be spending most of our time preparing ourselves for the video. So if you go options, you go down to video, and there they are right here. So I'm going to turn off the blue number, that's this number here, and for the date and time, I'm going to turn that to none, and then apply it, and it's gone. But if you want it activated, that's in our preferences under video. There we go. Now, one of the first things you should be aware when you're saving videos is that videos can get big very quickly. So make sure you have enough room and that you're aware of that problem when saving large videos, specifically with some of the Mallincam larger cameras. So first thing you should always do is figure out where you would like to save your videos and do some planning for that. So if you go into the record section in the options preferences, it gives you the base directory, and again you can click on this button and put it wherever you want. So I'm going to leave it in there because that's where I kind of put all my videos. You also have the option of creating a subfolder behind SkyRaider, and this one is one I normally use. I use the date, but you have the ability to not use a subfolder, or set up a target name for a subfolder, or have more information like the date and the time in the subfolder if you require. You have a lot of options that you have at your fingertips. The combination of folders and names should give you all the requirements that you need. So I'm going to leave this as my date. Perfect. You can have the sequences in order, and therefore it will name the first video 0001 and the next one 0002, or if you want to include the time, right, you have this option, and I'll just click on this one just to show you. And you have also the option of putting a prefix, that's a word or a set of words in front. So I'm going to put as a prefix test, and I'm going to use underscore video as the word in front of the year, month, day, hour, minute, and seconds. Now, when saving the video, you have again quite a few options as the file type. Most of us will be using the AVI because we'll be sending this to other programs. But another important feature is the SER version. Now with SER you can actually have MallincamSky open up that video, and you can look at the video frame by frame, and I'll show you how that works. So I'm going to do SER. Perfect. I'm going to activate this show rename dialog. I normally don't do this, but I'm just going to show you what takes place so you get a feeling of all these little command options within the record. It shows us an example where our video is going to be saved. As you can see, it's going to be in this type of a format, but of course in front of this 2019 will be the word test video. Now when you're recording a video, you have two options. You can have it record and you can control when to stop, and to do that all you do is uncheck this, and when you record your video it will turn to a red stop sign. When you click on that, it will then stop your recording and save your video. But for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to have it do a 10-second video. Now, most people don't use this next command. They normally leave this one blank. That just means basically save your 10-second video. But if you have a limit of the number of frames you want to deal with, you can actually activate this. And I'm just going to put this, let's say at 15, just to show you what this will do. So even though I have told it to do 10 seconds worth of video recording, right? Once it gets to frame number 15, it will stop, even though I've not reached my 10 seconds. Let's apply that. So this is set up, ready for me to record my videos. Now, rather than recording one video, sometimes you want to record a whole bunch of videos. And if you want to do that, then we're going to do that using the batch record. So if you want to record multiple videos, then you get to set up like this. But remember, when you're using batch record, you have to give it a time for each video. You cannot leave this unchecked. So if you're doing a batch record, you're going to say, hey, I want a 10-second video. And in this case, we've owned maximum 15 frames in each of the 10-second video. And in batch record, it asks you two more pieces of information. The number of videos you like to record. And so let me make that 7. And how much time between each video. And I'll make that 4. So what it's going to do, it's going to record, when I choose batch record, it's going to record 7 videos with 4 seconds between each video, with each video aiming to be 10 seconds in length, but limited to 15 frames. So this is a bit of everything. And again, I've got show the rename dialog box checked. Alrighty. So let's start the process and see what happens. Now, trying to remember where the batch record is. Well, a good clue is the capture has everything to do with capture here, and you can see it right there. But there's some nice icons that have it, and sometimes you can't remember which icon does it. But if you hold your mouse underneath the icon, it will pop up the word underneath it. So this is the one we're looking for, batch record. Now, when you hit batch record, we'll watch the process that takes place. So hit batch record. And at the bottom you can see it's recording 2 of 7 and doing a 4-second break, but it's not even getting to 7 seconds. You notice how it seems to stop very, very quick. 3 of 7, that wasn't doesn't go 10 seconds. It seems to stop right away, but that's because we've told it to record a maximum of 15 frames. So if we had that box unchecked, it would have done exactly a 15-second or a 10-second video. So once it's done, you'll notice that the batch record button comes back to normal. And we're going to look at the location. So we go open record folder, and we're going to see them all in here. And there they are. Test videos that we set up today, right? Now, because it's in a SER format, we can do something that's really, really cool, right? So let me just close this for a second. I'm going to deactivate your camera, because you have to deactivate your camera to do this. But this is something neat that MallincamSky software can do. If you go to the file and you click on open video, it will open up a folder, and it remembers where you were. So if not, just find the folder using the Windows I guess organization formats that I have over here. So here's our videos. As you can see, we've got the ones we just shot, and it's got today's date and the time that it was done. So I'm just going to pick on this one. I'm just going to open it, and there it is. Now it's actually it says in the window that this is the SER, and it says right over here I'm looking at frame 1 of 15, and at the top this little icon is now active. So I'm going to go click it once, and it's moved to frame 2 of 15, and now I have the option of going back. So I can go next frame, or back frame. I can move around and look at each frame individually in my MallincamSky. Maybe I saw something that's worth investigation. I can look at frame by frame, and that's built in to MallincamSky, but it only works with the .ser format. If you use the AVI, you have to use some external program to do that. Alrighty, so hopefully that was useful, but I want to, before I leave, I just wanted to kick back, and I want to show you how you can abort. So let me go back to our options, go back to our preferences. No, we'll leave that alone. Batch record. Let's turn off the frame limit. Let's do 10 seconds, and we'll leave the batch the same. It's going to try and do 7 videos, 4 seconds between each video, with now each video being 10 seconds in length. And again, we'll use the same type of format. So I'm just going to do this. Now remember, I haven't activated the camera, so I'm going to close this. Then I will activate the camera again, and again it will show us our beautiful street lamp. There we go. And I'm going to start the process. Batch record. Now you'll notice it's going to be doing 10 seconds. So I have an option of aborting a specific. So this is recording batch number 1 of 7. So if I had clicked the red stop sign, or now if I click it here, it will abort on number 2, and it will pause, and then automatically go to the next one, number 3. So it aborted within. But if I click on the actual batch record, it aborts the whole batch process. So if you click on the batch record, you can abort the process. If something went wrong, you can abort the whole process. But if something went wrong within one of the segments of the process, clicking under the stop sign will stop that one and move to the next in sequence. So hopefully this was useful for you. I showed you a couple of cool things. Number 1, how you can tag your videos and your snapshots as well with the date and the time, or you have the option of incorporating by the use of names and folders the dates and times. So some pre-planning is very, very useful for that. Now remember, Windows does save the time by which that video was saved, so that's also very, very useful. So it's just getting yourself organized and coming up with a procedure that is comfortable for you. And as usual, if you have any more questions, please just log on to our user group, pose the question, somebody will get back to you. And remember that clear skies is our wish. So again, thank you for watching, and happy imaging.